And it was always a reoccurring thing to know that Porsha wasn't that smart. What's up, y'all? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. And we back with a whole new topic. So, before we get into it, let me just say thank you for the support on me moving my shop to Etsy. I have been getting orders almost every week, which is a absolute blessing. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for your support all the way around. If it wasn't for y'all, I couldn't come back here every day or every other day. It's gonna start being a lot more consistent. I just gotta get everything together, and that will take time. We getting it handled, right? So, now today's video will be about Miss Porsha Williams. Miss Porsha. I mean, it's been a pretty eventful couple of weeks. It's been a few things going on that has caught my attention. I also want to thank the person that suggested that I talk about Porsha Williams. And if you don't know who Porsha Williams is, she was introduced to the whole world as an actual housewife on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, she was a lot younger then, and she was married to an older man. His name was Cordell, and he was very controlling, period. But yeah, that was her situation. A few seasons down the line, she was getting a divorce and everything like that. We saw the different phases of Porsha, right? And it was always a reoccurring thing to know that Porsha wasn't that smart, okay? And I'm not saying that to be mean. That was just what we knew. I mean, she was dead serious when she thought it was only 265 days in a year. She was dead serious when she thought the Underground Railroad was a actual train or something. You know what I'm saying? She was dead serious. So at that moment in time, it showed where her mental capacity was at. Just being honest. Now, fast forward, it has been a delight all the way around to see the progress of Porsha as far as her being able to hold a very intellectual conversation, her having some amazing clapbacks, you know, but we can't ignore the controversy and what really got us talking about Porsha in the first place. She had a few relationships in between these years after her divorce to Cordell. And then, you know, this abrupt relationship with Dennis, her baby daddy, and he became her baby daddy very fast. You know, they got together, fell in love, all that shit, right? Had a baby, they was finna get married, and then fast forward to this. She finna get married to somebody who old enough to be her grandfather. Now, I'm not saying that she don't have a type, you know, because look, it didn't work with Dennis, and obviously that wasn't her type. She thought, okay, maybe it's just a man with money, and I can, how do you say, I can have a man who is around my age and he got money. Well, obviously she don't like that, you know. Cordell was the way he was, and she should have learned something from that, because now you gonna fuck with somebody who even older than that. Just imagine what he gonna put you through. And I mean, I think that men who move this fast, they going through obvious midlife crises, if that's how you crisis is or crisis is. I don't know. They going through some stuff where they desperately want to be young again, and they feel like they can run through hoes, you know, in different area codes or the same area code, you know, which is even messier, and it not be a whole controversy around it. Porsha, she lost major points for me, like on the same level as Joe Budden. Like, she lost major points because I was so proud to see, especially her on a recent reunion. I was so proud to see that because she was getting across everything she needed to get across. Very smart, very, I don't want to keep saying intellectual, but you get what I mean. She was giving it. But for real, what this shows me is you gotta really pay attention to how a person moves aside from what they say, because of course that can be two different things, and you might not think it is, but it is. Think about it. When she was quote unquote dumb as a doorknob, right? She had a marriage, whoop-de-woo. That was okay for the most part. They would come out to events together, etc. Then she get a little bit older and stuff started happening. We already knew that she was a liar from when she tried to put that lie on Candy. So that's one flaw on the way that she moved. And she just kept saying lies, kept saying the same lies about the sex dungeon and this and that. Number two, and this is number two that I can think of, is the stripper party, okay, with Bolo. Now, everybody was trying to figure out who it was, and that was for a reason. Kenya said Porsha's name for a reason, because it was true. Now, I don't like Kenya. I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't like Kenya. I might even, let me know. Nah, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just do it and see how it go, and I'm not even going to speak on it. But is she needed for reality TV? Yeah. I'm not going to say she not. She know what she doing as far as that is concerned. Unfortunately, she couldn't make her acting career work as far as major roles and shit. That's unfortunate, and you had to switch over to reality TV, but it pays, it pays the bills and things. And I don't like her. I don't like Kenya, but she was saying Porsha's name for a reason, because it was true. And that whole time, Porsha was acting like she didn't do nothing. She was sticking to a code of silence. Maybe it was to herself, and to herself only. So we got a pattern here as far as her moving extremely fast. But damn, Dennis was around your age and everything. I mean, you could at least try to make that work. I'm sure, with the controversies around him, it was due to all the women that he was messing with. But you see that this Simon person was recently messing with some white woman or something, so all the way around, this is a mess. It's a mess. Ain't no way a girl gonna be videoed in your car by your sweater on a date that was maybe 3-4 weeks ago, right around the time y'all relationship started, and that shit a lie. Now, Simon said that he got 50,000 or however much for whoever can prove whatever, right? I just want the 50,000 because, we already saw the proof. I want the wire transfer. I do, And throughout this controversy, honestly, for a few days after it started, I was waiting for Porsha to come out and be like, April Fools in May type shit. I was waiting for her to say that this was a joke, because I didn't think that after so much progress that she had, that she would double back like this, and it's not looking good. You know what I mean? It's not a good look on your part, especially you starting to be an activist and everything. You want people to be able to trust you. And now it's going to be like the victim family ain't going to want their husbands around you. Did you even think about that? Because the black community, black women don't play about if they got a husband, keeping their husband, okay? So let's get into it. Did you know what was going to happen? Because she really acting like she unbothered, and I know she bothered. Who wouldn't be bothered as a woman being called out on their actions, especially if it's some flaw in it? I'm just saying. Like, and if you don't see nothing wrong with it, you would be bothered because you're going to be like, well, why do everybody else care? She decided to thank Shamea for being an amazing love match connector. I don't know what she said, but basically she blamed it all on Shamea. Okay? Just like how on the reunion that time when they was talking about the sex dungeon, she looked at, what was her name? She looked at Phaedra for an answer and solution, and then she put it on Phaedra. I'm just like, don't throw your best friend under the bus like that. And then, of course, social media got on Shamea. And for what I know about Shamea, I don't know if she can't keep a man or she keep running through him. We don't really get to see her life that much. She's really just been a friend to the show for years. And I don't really think she's that interesting to have a peach, but maybe we should know a little bit more about Shamea. And that's another fake thing of Porsha, because it's like, how you don't, push for Shamea to have a peach or for Shamea to be shown more. That's your best friend, right? And Phaedra not here, so you need somebody to dialogue with. Hopefully this year coming up, Shamea will have more of a role. Because, all I know really about her is that she did have one marriage. It was abusive. I don't know how many she's had after that. I know her name is Shamea. And I know that she's been friends with Porsha for a while. That's about all I know. But yeah, it's very unfortunate to see that Porsha Williams has gone down this road. If she is happy, she's happy. It's her life. If you made the bed, you got to lie in it. And whatever comes with it, as a woman, she's going to have to deal with it. That's the beauty of it, because I can't handle no shit like that. No. Especially when, like, part of your job is on social media. You can't really delete your platforms and stuff. You can't keep doing that. You can't hide and run. Like, this ain't the 1950s, 1940s. Even then, they had a hard time. So, yeah, they had a hard time with the press. So, yeah, she done lost it a little bit. I think maybe her midlife crisis may be happening now, honestly. A lot of people thought she was pregnant. I thought she was pregnant too, but I'm happy that she not, because, it could be Dennis's, but it could be whatchamacallum's too. And then it's like, do you really want your child's father to be that old? Like, I don't know. That's all in what you got to deal with. But anyways, on to another topic. Let's pray that Sister Porsha finds her way and, really takes her time, because she really not taking her time. She acting like she about 20 years old, and Nene was right about that years ago. So, yeah, it is what it is. On to another topic. Thank you for watching today's video. It's your girl, B. Octavia, and I will see y'all in my next one.